Greetings and blessing viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to Whadat Updates. Please remember to like, subscribe and share so that you can be notified when we post and that we can reach as many as possible. Now, in this update, police list wanted men, Breadback charged with murder, 6 shot in central Kingston, police investigate road rage. Teenager's burnt body found, 17-year-old shot dead in St. Mary. Toots captured by Mobay police. UTC driver killed in crash. Now in our first story. Grief and shock in Clarendon. The quiet rural community of Riverside Drive, Bloodstain, has been plunged into mourning following the gruesome discovery of 13-year-old Shantina Sargent's burnt and decomposed body inside a refrigerator behind her home on Monday evening. Police have since launched a manhunt for her father, 46-year-old Lawrence Marcus Sargent, who investigators say can assist in what is now a murder investigation. According to the Manchester Police Division, officers from the Christiana Police Station made the shocking find while searching the property where Shantina lived with her father. The teenager, a Christiana high school student, had been reported missing by her father last Friday, October 3. Reports are that during the search, police found a burnt-out refrigerator in a bushy area behind the house. Inside were the charred and partially decomposed remains of a young female believed to be Shantina. The body was removed to the morgue, pending a post-mortem examination to determine the cause of death. Residents of Bloodstain say the tragedy has left them traumatized. "What a wicked act," exclaimed Clevon Messam, a local farmer. "From morning all now me no move me cow and not even me tea me no drink. That little girl was so nice and mannerable. Everybody loved her." Messam said he had no idea the teen was missing until police arrived at the property and made the gruesome discovery. He described her father as a quiet man who had moved to the area about 3 years ago and mostly kept to himself. Community member Clifton Stedford recalled seeing Shantina walking home from school last Wednesday, appearing hesitant. Stedford said he later saw Lawrence carrying a refrigerator out of the yard, telling him he was taking it to town for repairs, a moment that now haunts the community. "Nobody know say the little girl missing. Him no tell nobody. A pure silence. That one ya shake everybody," he added. Shantina's stepmother, Juliet Eunice, said she was devastated upon hearing the news. She told the Gleaner that she had been in an abusive relationship with Lawrence for 5 years before leaving last year. Investigators are urging anyone with information on Lawrence Marcus Sargent's whereabouts to contact the Christiana Police Station, Crime Stop, or the nearest police station. The community remains in deep shock, struggling to come to terms with the loss of a bright young life that residents say didn't deserve to end this way. Meanwhile, in Kingston, a man known as Breadback charged with 2023 Kingston murder. A man known by several aliases, Dave King, otherwise called Dada, Breadback, and Michael Ramsey, has been charged with the murder of 2 5-year-old Kevin Duhani following a deadly gun attack along Hill Avenue, Kingston 11, on August 5, 2023. King, a 24-year-old laborer of Grape Road, Kingston 11, and St. Anne's Bay, St. Anne, is facing multiple charges, including murder, wounding with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, possession of prohibited ammunition, using a firearm to commit a felony, conspiracy to murder, and conspiracy to wound with intent. Reports from the Olympic Gardens police are that about 12:20 a.m. Doheny and another man were standing at their gate when a brown Nissan Latio motor car drove up. 2 men reportedly exited the vehicle, including King, and opened gunfire, hitting both victims. The men ran inside to escape, but Duhani collapsed and later died at the scene, while the second victim was hospitalized with serious injuries. Following the incident, police launched a prolonged investigation to locate the suspects. King was later found hiding in a hospital under a false name, reportedly after being shot in a separate incident. He was placed under police guard and subsequently taken into custody. After extensive investigations and a question and answer session conducted in the presence of his attorney, King was formally charged. He is scheduled to appear before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court at a later date. Police say investigations are ongoing to determine whether King is connected to other violent crimes in the Kingston 11 area. Now, in central Kingston, 6 persons were shot, including 2 children. Police in central Kingston are maintaining an increased presence in the area following a brazen shooting on Tuesday night that left 6 people injured, including a 9-year-old child and a disabled teenager. Reports are that about 8:50 p.m., a white motor car drove onto Tex Lane and turned onto Charles Street, where 4 armed men exited and opened fire indiscriminately on a group of residents. When the shooting ended, 6 individuals were found suffering from gunshot wounds. One of the victims, who was initially reported dead, remains hospitalized in critical condition. The injured children were rushed to the Bustamante Hospital for Children, while other victims were taken to nearby medical facilities. Residents say the community has been relatively peaceful in recent months, and the incident has left many shocked and fearful. Nothing na gwan for a good while now. Party and them thing they keep back, so we shock, one resident told the Gleaner. The Kingston Central Police Division has recorded 13 murders since the start of the year up to October 4, representing a 35% decline compared to the same period last year. Police investigators are appealing for witnesses or anyone with information about the shooting to contact the Kingston Central Police or Crime Stop at 311. Meanwhile, in St. Andrew, the police are investigating a road rage incident involving an armed man. The police have launched an investigation into a road rage incident along Constant Spring Road in St. Andrew, during which a man was physically assaulted and a firearm brandished, reportedly in the presence of a police officer. The incident, which has been circulating on social media through a short video clip, is believed to have occurred in the vicinity of Oakland Apartments. According to reports, the confrontation followed a car chase along sections of Constant Spring Road involving a gray sport utility vehicle, SUV, and a white Toyota Probox. The Probox allegedly hit the SUV and failed to stop, prompting the driver of the SUV to pursue the vehicle. The video shows an armed man exiting the SUV, confronting another individual and brandishing his firearm while issuing verbal threats. Checks by the Gleaner revealed that the man seen wielding the gun is reportedly a member of the Jamaica Defense Force, JDF. Police officials have confirmed that they are aware of the video and that a formal investigation is underway. We are aware of the incident and are conducting checks into all aspects of what transpired, including the involvement of any member of the security forces, a police spokesperson said. It remains unclear whether an official report of the assault has been filed. The St. Andrew North Police are leading the investigation and are urging anyone with information or additional footage to come forward. Now in St. Catherine, JUTC driver dies following early morning crash. A Jamaica Urban Transit Company driver has died following a tragic crash along Salt Pond Road in St. Catherine early Wednesday morning. The deceased has been identified as Dwayne Mullings, who was reportedly operating a bus en route to Portmore when the accident occurred around 3 a.m. According to reports, the bus veered off the roadway and ended up in a ditch. Emergency responders were summoned to the scene, and Mullings, who sustained severe injuries, was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he later succumbed while receiving treatment. The St. Catherine police have since launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the crash. Meanwhile, in St. Mary, 17-year-old boy shot dead. Police in St. Mary are investigating the fatal shooting of a 17-year-old boy in Cricket River, Annotto Bay, on Tuesday night. The deceased has been identified as Raheem Smith, a resident of the community. Reports are that about 10:18 p.m., Smith was approached by unknown assailants who opened fire, hitting him multiple times before escaping. Residents alerted the police after hearing explosions. Upon arrival, lawmen found Smith suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Detectives attached to the Annotto Bay police station are leading the investigation. No motive has yet been established for the killing. Police are urging anyone with information to contact the Anoto Bay Police, the Police 119 emergency line, or the nearest police station. And in our final story, Montego Bay female gang leader Toots arrested in major St. James police operation. Police in St. James say they have captured a notorious female gang leader known only as Toots, marking a major breakthrough in the fight against organized robberies across western Jamaica. According to the police, Toots and 6 of her alleged associates were arrested during a targeted operation along Dome Lane, Montego Bay, on Sunday night, October 5, following 2 robberies committed earlier that evening. The arrests come just days after the launch of Operation Endgame on October 1, a major law enforcement initiative aimed at dismantling criminal networks in the parish. Superintendent Linroy Edwards, head of operations in the St. James Police Division, said that Sunday's arrests represent a significant dent in a dangerous robbery syndicate that has terrorized business operators, particularly Chinese-owned establishments across the city. "We are very happy and accomplished to have made such a breakthrough," Edwards said. This arrest strikes at the core of a gang that has been responsible for a series of violent robberies. Even after several earlier arrests, the group continued to operate, but with Toots now in custody, we expect the network to collapse. During the operation, police seized a Toyota Axio believed to have been used in recent robberies, along with several rounds of ammunition, ski masks, and a number of stolen cell phones. Toots gained notoriety after the police publicly linked her to multiple high-profile robberies and declared her a key target under Operation Endgame. Since the start of the operation, authorities say more than 30 arrests have been made for robbery, larceny, illegal firearms, ammunition possession, dangerous drugs, sexual assault, and public order breaches. Superintendent Edwards said the success of Operation Endgame follows earlier initiatives, Operation Storm 1 and Operation Storm 2, but with more refined intelligence gathering and tactical focus. He also revealed that the crackdown has disrupted a major car stealing syndicate operating across several parishes. The police operation continued Monday morning, when a revolver was recovered along the Barrytown Main Road. The arrests have been hailed as a major relief by the Montego Bay business community. "This feels like a lifting of the crime fog that has plagued Montego Bay for more than a decade," said Jason Russell, president of the Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce and Industry. "The business sector can finally breathe a little easier." Toots and her 6 alleged gang members remain in custody. They are expected to face identification parades before being formally charged and brought before the parish court. Superintendent Edwards vowed that the clampdown will continue. "We are highly motivated, well-resourced, and committed to making St. James one of the safest places in the Caribbean. The arrest of this dangerous female gang leader is just the beginning." Now, the Jamaica Constabulary Force has listed the following persons as wanted: Leonardo Campbell, otherwise called Lenny, wanted for murder, address 26 Stephen Street, Allman Town, Kingston 4. Dean Norman, otherwise called Max's, wanted for murder. Frequency, Berwick District, Riversdale. Andrew Lewis, otherwise called Curtis Lewis and Bigger, wanted for murder. Frequency, 104 Red Hills Road, 100 Lane, 85 Lane, Red Hills Mall, and Whitehall Avenue. Marlon Barnett, otherwise called Shortman and Jamo, wanted for shooting with intent, escaping custody. Frequency, Tivoli Gardens and Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Kema Graham, wanted for murder. Frequency, Boone Hall, Arthur Leon Drive, Golden Spring. Courtney Anthony Ashley, otherwise called Bloodstain, Biggs, wanted for murder, shooting. Frequency, Linstead, St. Catherine. Aki Walk, St. Andrew. Bebito Brown, otherwise called N.A., wanted for murder. Frequency, Kalalu Muse. Craig Wilson, otherwise called Bobo, wanted for obtaining money by means of false pretense. Frequency, Mandeville, Red Hills, Andrew Brown otherwise, called Biggs wanted for murder, wounding with intent, frequency, Fitzgerald Avenue, Kingston, 13, Dendry Dominic Williams otherwise, called Yankee, Yanks Street Life, wanted for wounding with intent, with a firearm, frequency, 4, Nanny Boulevard, Kingston 3, and Chisholm Avenue. Samuel Brown otherwise, called Shatty or Mark, wanted for murder, frequency, 4, 40 Drive, Kingston 11. Kevin Roberts otherwise called Thickman or Yankee, wanted for murder, frequency, Bellrock Community. They are being asked to turn themselves in at the nearest police station immediately, and that's it for this Whadat update. My viewers, please remember to like, subscribe and share. Leave your comments below and stay safe until the next one.